Audio check, audio check. Okay, is the game not doing audio? What's that? Okay. Properties. Audio check. Huh. That's odd. Why is this not working? I don't know why, but the audio for BT6 is not working right this second. Trying to get that fixed. Why is the audio not working? Come on. Game, what the hell? Not game. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm not able to have sound coming from the game. I don't know why. So we're gonna have no game audio, it seems. Why does YouTube work faster on phone compared to PC? Hell if I know. Okay, guess today, have something playing in the background, because there's gonna be no game audio coming from my stream. I don't know why. OBS just ain't picking it up. It just isn't. Ah. So yeah, yesterday had a stream issue that took me hours to figure out. I had to uninstall and reinstall OBS. And now today, new issue. But seems to only be related to audio. Aegon, calm down. Okay. Today's boss fight will be the Gravelord Lych. Normal difficulty, or normal type boss. We're going to be doing this on the map End of the Road. Medium difficulty, starting life 200, starting cash 1000. We have a standard set of rewards. As far as heroes available to us, we have Gwendolyn, Benjamin, Zealy, ETN, and Psi. As far as rules goes, seems we have all primary, all military, all magic, all sport. We have all towers available to us. And modifiers, boss health is increased to 300% and boss speed is decreased to 90%. Paragon limit is 4. So good luck. Yeah. Set this to co-op in case anyone does want to join. If not, then I can do the solo. Aegon, calm down. No time to steal the snacks. Huh. Hello, Wasim. How are you doing today? And then the big gamer joins. And Wasim leaves at the same time. Once again, I'll say this. I do know that there's no game audio. I don't know how to fix it right this second. How are you doing today? It is very weird seeing everyone that's talking through YouTube instead of Twitch. That is different. Aegon, calm down. Stop going back and forth. Ugh. They're barely getting comfy in bed. Well, that means you should be able to get to sleep soon at least. Just checking Discord to see anything pop up. Yeah, it seems like nothing is popped up there. Okay. Which makes my phone get hot. Okay, so today, Gravelord box. Let me bring out the spinner. Or do we want to even use the spinner today? Yeah, I got the spinner. It is not sized correctly, it seems. Okay. Got the spinner. Whatever category it lands on is not gonna be. Don't you need all the towers? For what? I don't think we need all towers. Okay, whatever the category it lands on is a category a player is not allowed to use. So for me, I am not allowed to use any primary. That's what we're going with. That's a painful one. Debit Gamer got the restriction of no support towers. And it's going to be respin because we don't have heroes on this. Okay, Ninja Monkey. So, just to repeat, player 1, myself, is not allowed to use primary. Player 2, Deadly Gamer, is not allowed to use support, and then player 3, Wasim, is not allowed to use magic. That's the tower restrictions. Just to make the game slightly harder. Also, I want to test if this new chat. But I'm trying to see if I can actually send messages through OBS to both Twitch and YouTube. Let me see. Player 1. Primary. Okay, I see that sent. That's not elite. That is not elite. That's Deadly Gamer. See, it's not just me that messes, but has issue mixing you two up once in a while. They really just go ahead and put player exclamation mark instead of player 1. Okay. And no, we can't swap tower restrictions. Dead Boy Game. That's a new one. That's the first time I've heard that. Like usual, when it comes to normal difficulty boss event, we allow everyone to use one Instant Monkey or one Cash Chop. So if you want to use that, you can. Remember, you can't use it in the category that you're restricted from. So I can't use a primary. I'm going to turn off auto start, run the first round slow in case anyone else wants to use a Cash Chop. And then after that first round, we'll run it faster. It is really irking me that I don't have game audio playing in the background. It is really irking me with that. Why does OBS always have so many issues? Well, at least we have one good thing. We have a full category where we all have access to the towers. We all have access to military. And that gives us more than enough good powered towers. So strong towers to use. I just realized that my game has switched over to YouTube as well for it. It is so weird seeing that the messages are going to YouTube instead of Twitch. It's not normal. Not that I'm complaining, but still. Oh yeah. Sorry about starting the stream late today. Sean sent a message over Discord to explain it. Basically, uh, was was back in Cape Coral, which is like 140 miles away from my place. Was back there celebrating my stepbrother's and my dad's birthday. I didn't realize this, but apparently their birthday is on the same day. I don't really pay attention to birthdays too often, particularly the dates. The only birthdays I know is my own and my brother's because it's the only ones we ever got or really actually celebrated. So I had to be told by my dad, like, hey, uh, you up for coming on down for Top Golf? We're celebrating Brian's birthday. I'm like, okay. Then I get there and I find out it's also his birthday. I'm like, why did you not mention this? Also, apparently, it wasn't even their birthday. Their birthday just happened sometime during the past week. And they just scheduled the celebration for the weekend. Which is more convenient, to be honest. Also, I just want to say this. Top Golf. Weird, but fun. That was the first. Today was the first time I've played that before. Oh, first time I've ever played it. I've never played it before. Uh, grab the tower. Yeah, I've never played it before. And honestly, I really do enjoy mini golf. I don't really have any interest in actual golf. It seems kind of boring to me. Like mini golf adds stuff that's interesting to me to it. I'd love to actually play like a actual golf size mini golf course. That would be cool. Okay, getting a bit off topic. Uh, but yeah, this today was the first time I played Top Golf, but more than that, it's the first time I hit a golf ball with anything besides a putter. I have never hit it with any other type of golf club. And it showed. My very first swing of the day, I sent the driver directly into the ground. Did not hit the ball. I don't remember how many times it took me until I actually hit the ball for the first time. I am not used to it. But it ended up fun. Playing 5 people playing different weird games that they had set up. I think we played Angry Birds, Sonic, and then there's also 2 games where we just had to try to score the most amount of points. So we played a variety of different games, and there was 5 of us playing. Everyone besides me has played Top Golf before. Some of them are actually good golfers. I am not. I am very much not. But I know how to play video games. And thanks to me knowing how to play video games, uh, once I got able to consistently hit the ball in a general direction, I just followed the rules of the game. Like, okay, it looks like if I hit in this direction, That's the best way for me to get points in this game. This is the best way for me to complete this level. To see how I can progress with that stuff. And like I said, while the first game, I was still trying to understand the system, and I ended up getting second to last out of five worth. Every game after that, I was second place. Not because I'm good at, well, because I fucking am not. Just because I was like, oh, it looks like you get the most amount of points if you land at this like yellow circle area, and so I'm just gonna aim in that direction constantly. Oh, it worked. It worked. There we go. That was literally it. Stretching. I just noticed we really did not do much for economy for this first stage. And we have the alchemists; those are doing good. I'm assuming the alchemist is Dead Boy Gamer. Yeah. Alch buff is crazy. Oh yeah. Who wants to get the popping power for the tier 1? I'm assuming the sniper is good enough. If no one wants it, I'll go ahead and get it, but prefer to send it to someone else. Okay, guess I'll grab sniper. Okay, Gravelord is not getting killed that quickly. Thank you for sending all the money. I could go to died. I honestly thought a tier 4 sniper was going to be way better there. I was expecting it to be more effective. It just wasn't. Hi, Aegon. Bye, Aegon. Oh no, he just sat down. Oh, it's already Master Bomber, damn. Will Master Bomber be enough for tier 2 or no? Asking so I know whether or not to just put money towards economy or was it send money over towards more popping power? Perchance. Okay. Guess we'll see. Okay, after this tier of the boss, I need to head back. I have to go ahead and stop by my car just because I left stuff in the car that I kind of need to take out of there. Particularly food. And yeah, it looks like we have enough popping power, so I can just continue with the economy. Uh, thing I left in the car is two things. One, a blanket, which I don't really have to worry about taking out the car immediately. But the second thing is leftovers. Just sitting in the car. I'll be back. Just give me a minute. Am I an idiot? Where the hell did I toss my keys? I feel like I'm an idiot right this second. Okay, I have to search for my keys as well. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I am completely out of it today. Completely. Not only did I go ahead and leave my a blanket and leftovers in the car, But I also left my keys in my door because my door, or I leave my door locked or I unlock it. Just left my keys hanging my doorknob. Walked straight by that, check everywhere I went to in the house before starting the stream. Like, where is it? Where is it? Nowhere. Then walk by and like maybe I didn't look in here good enough. I just see it in the door handle. Like, what the hell? So I'm completely fucking out of it right now. Alright, Dead by Gaming, since you're not able to do what do you call farms, let me know if you want me to send you any money at some point. Yeah. Thinking, do I go for any top path farms at all? Or do I just stick to bottom path? Maybe one top path and the rest bottom. Ah. I feel like this is going to be a lot of popping power here. I'm hoping it's enough. Can you get village? The ninjas? Which where do you want the village? I should accept. Place down a random dot monkey or boomerang monkey there, and then get rid of it. So the top ones can reach the 501. Okay, up there. That help? Let's see if there's any that can't hit. Looks like they all can reach there. Okay, let's see how this goes. Do those alchemists have acidic mixture dip? No, they do not. So they are not buffing, thankfully. So they are not giving the Gravelord back its health. Okay, Gravelord tier 3 has been popped. I think I'm done setting up my economy, so let me get down to these. Okay, so we have the restriction of one of a place we cannot use magic towers. So this is all the tier 5 ninjas we're going to be able to get. I'll just be saving up for the time being. Because I'm assuming ninja will be the first paragon we go for. I mean, we could try to afford another one that's cheaper. But we haven't exactly placed down towers for any other one. I mean, now we have a boat. Ninja lost 2 stacks. I'm not sure what you mean by 2 stacks. I'm assuming it got nerfed. in an update. And then it got them back. Okay. And then it lost it. You say no? My ninja is losing and gaining 2 middle pass stacks. Oh. Oh, and the alchemists are... That's weird. That is weird. Why? That's a lot of fucking farms. So I mentioned some of how the day went. Uh, Basically, I've been up. I've been awake for way too long now. Yesterday, I woke up, did some things, started my stream late because I had to deal with OBS and restream issues. And then after the stream, I just drove to Cape Coral. And I've been up the entire time. So my body does not like what's going through right now. Not at all. But I did promise yesterday that I would get to the boss event today. That's pretty much my only goal for the stream is get to the normal elite boss event. Then I can go ahead and fall asleep. Devil Gamer, good to get the ninja whenever you want. We cannot get more tier 5s because Wasim is banned from the tier 5s just like from Magic, just like I am banned from primary. Oh, yeah, that's a good tier. I just fucking realized this entire time I was supposed to raise these up to tier 4s. So instead of getting the high, I haven't been getting the amount of money I was supposed to. It's only around 100. It's a waste of time to create more. Okay, so do we want to get another Paragon or just leave it at that one? We have quite a few aces and a decent chance of actually being able to afford an ace Paragon if we want to go with that. Just gonna grab my aces. Hello, Gwenchana. How are you doing today? Yes, it's poppin' time. Yes, it is. Are all those aces bottom path? Like literally the only two I see that aren't bottom path of mine. No spike paragon. Ah, no, not for the normal difficulty boss fight. Maybe for the elite. God damn, I feel so cold all of a sudden. I'm so happy for one thing. This is one of my favorite purchases I've got. It's just a big fucking blanket. Really big. 10 foot by 10 foot. Just way too fucking big. And it's nice and soft. It has the weight of a weighted blanket just because of how fucking large it is. Oh yeah. So, quite a while ago, I would say like 8 to 9 months ago, I came up with this idea in my head of the three S's of chicken. Where if you're cooking chicken, it needs to have one of these S's for the chicken to be edible, two of the S's for it to be good, and three of the S's for it to be amazing. The three S's being spice, sauce, and soul. Great example if someone just tossed a chicken breast into the microwave and cooked it for 20 minutes with no other prep for it, that chicken will be soulless. It wouldn't have any sauce on it, and it would have no spice on it. It would be completely fucking inedible. But then you go to, let's say, Popeyes or KFC, and they will definitely have both spice and soul. But they will not have sauce. You have to add the sauce yourself on those two. But I've came up with that idea before. I feel like I mentioned before as well. So today I learned that the same rule applies to steak. Okay, I got most generous for gifting most amount of cash. That Gimmick got Metal Muncher for popping the most amount of lead balloons. And Wasim God Monkey Financier for cashing or for generating the most amount of cash. Rewards: 125 Monkey Money, 25 trophies, 1 TechBot Power, 1 Gravelord Lych Medal, and a 103 Alchemist Instant Monkey. Now we'll prepare for the Elite Gravelord Lych. Elite Gravelord Lych will be on the map, end of the road, medium difficulty, 100 starting lives, 2,000 starting cash, standard set rewards. Our heroes today are Gwendolyn, Benjamin, Ezeli, Etienne, and Sai. As far as rules go, we have every single tower available to us. We have a peg limit of 4, and boss health is increased to 270%, and boss speed is decreased to 75%. That basically summarizes everything. We'll give about 2 minutes for people to join. But, yeah. I learned today that Stake as well follows the same rules. But not quite... Not exactly the same, because there's actually 4 S's this time. Steak, there's 4 S's for making good steak. And you need to have them... The more S's you have, the better the steak actually is, the more edible it is. But if you have none of them, it is completely inedible. Once again, we have sauce, which that one's the optional one in my eyes. Spice, soul, and sear. Just to explain this, spice, seasonings, salt and pepper, things like that for your steak. And for chicken, spice makes sense as well. Those are obvious ones. Sauce, I feel like that's obvious as well. Some people use steak sauces. Some people use ketchup for steak. Some people use a garlic butter sauce. That one's actually my preferred one for steak. And same thing for chicken. There's different sauces that are used for those. The most popular being buffalo. And then ketchup. Next one to mention, just for steak, is sear. Searing the outside so it has any level of color and texture added to it. Kind of important for steaks. Because you don't want a steak to look just gray. It's just unappetizing. And then last one, soul. I didn't explain it with chicken before. Soul basically means you didn't dry out the steak. It actually has juices in it. It actually is juicy. Same thing with chicken. You didn't dry it out. You didn't cook out its soul. You didn't send it to pits of hell for which its soul could never return. That sort of thing. That's the required ones for both steak and for chicken. And the only reason why I've actually came to think about this stuff today is because I don't know if it was my dad or my dad's wife who was cooking this dinner today. Because I was asleep. Actually, no, I wasn't asleep. What the fuck was I doing? I tried to go to sleep. That's what it was. I tried to go to sleep. I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing. Didn't go well, by the way. Didn't get that sleep. But, they're cooking. I'm trying to get some sleep. Not succeeding. And when it comes time to dinner, I walk over to the table, and on my plate sitting there is a steak. It was completely gray. It was the driest steak I've had in my life. It had no salt or pepper. It honestly looked like they fucking boiled the steak and then baked it afterwards. There was no sauce at all available to add to it. This is one of the few cases I'm like, okay, I would actually dip this steak in ketchup to make it somewhat that I can eat it. I couldn't I couldn't even get halfway through the steak before I was like, okay, I give up. Oh, and then no sear. They didn't sear the outside. It was just completely gray. That was probably the worst steak I've ever tried to eat. And I failed. And for this I can say, if you don't have, when you're cooking steak, either sauce, spice, sear, or sole, that ain't steak. It's a crime against cooking. And they were talking, or they a week ago they told me about how, oh yes, we got ourselves these very good cuts of steak that we're gonna be cooking. They they were expensive, like 20 to 30 bucks per steak, raw, before they cooked it. I'm just like, okay. They were very excited about it. They would tell me about how good it was gonna be. It was the fucking worst. No joke. Ugh. Okay, that became a has joined. I'm gonna spin the spinner once again. Just for a reminder, since we're doing Elite, we are allowed 2 Insta Monkeys, or 2 Cash Drops, or a combination or mixture of those two. Of those. Or you can just go with no powers. That's fine. As far as what this spinner is for, whatever this lands on restricts a player's category. Like, whatever it lands on this spin is a category that I will not be allowed to use. Excluding heroes, because that's literally just blocking one tower, so we skip that and respin. And I am not allowed to use any magic. No magic for me. Wasim has no support. And have to respin here again. Debra Gamer, what are you going to be restricted from? Please no. Fuck. Fuck. Hi. What the hell? Uh, quick question. Which would be a better option for farming on this map? Uh, Snipers or Buccaneers? I'm going to be farming. I'm the only one that has the ability to use a farm. I'm just asking for what would be better for you two to do. If Buccaneers is better, I'll toss down a bunch of pools. But if it's not better, then and Sniper is a better option, I will not toss down pools. And I think this one a few times. I'm starting off with a tier 5 because I know for sure it's needed. Okay, got mine 2 down. Let's run the first round slowly. See what goes on. Ah, I'm not really sure what to say at this point. Just the fact that we have 2 players restricted from support just completely fucked me up mentally. I'm just drawing a blank. Get these lined up. There we go. Oh my, why? Uh, I forgot. I should probably just get this up. So it's just giving me points. Or it's giving me money. There's so many fucking trees, sir. So many. Who's messing me? That's Sean. He asked me if I want to do zombies after BT6. We'll see. We'll see. Most definitely won't be doing that on stream after this game of BT6 is over. I'm done with the stream per night at that point. Because I would definitely be wanting to just lay down. I just felt lightheaded and dizzy. Yay. I don't think the stream is really going that entertain or that well entertaining wise. There, there's no game audio, and I'm completely out of my mental space for talking. I don't have any topics to talk about right now. Like during the first game, I did have stuff to talk about, so did decent during that time. Right now, I can't think of shit. If anyone has any suggestions of what to talk about, please let me know. I can talk about legitimately anything. me get this position right. Car egg the letter S. Well, I already went over the 3/4 S's when it comes to chicken/steaks. So I guess egg, sure. First thing to say, for most of my fucking life, I did not like eggs at all. I avoided them. My reasoning for avoiding them, they just, the texture was weird and the flavor was not good enough to have me overcome my weirdness with the texture of eggs. So I just never really enjoyed eggs. So that's how I've been treating eggs for most of my life, just like ignoring them. They're not there. That is until I had my tooth pulled. And I was absolutely terrified of eating anything solid or tough. So I started eating eggs a bunch. Scrambled eggs. There we go, that works there. Let's see if I can get all these lined up. Ah! Didn't let it. Come on! Let me finish both these so I can be done. Put the BT6 towers in a tier list, but exclude Paragons. Only rating the towers to tier 5. Let me fucking place the fucking farm, Jesus Christ! Holy fucking shit. So next round scary. No, it ain't. Yeah, I think this one's good enough. Wow, that was such a scary. I started eating eggs. Uh, Mainly scrambled eggs. I still do not care for the taste. At all. I put a decent amount of salt, pepper, and ketchup on top of them. And so, like, okay, I can push through it, I can stomach it. That's what I go with at this point. Hey, there, I don't have to collect it myself automatically now. I'll actually do the tier list Sean said, but not until after done setting up the farms. And you keep okay, all these can get up. Good. I think probably gonna be able to produce enough money for this. Probably. Yeah, that should be good enough over here. Okay. I think I've gotten enough down for farming wise. Since I think I got enough down farming. Let me come on, cursor, fucking show up. Again, something I am always frustrated with BT6 is just how your cursor will just disappear off the screen just into infinity and beyond. And it becomes so annoying to just deal with that. It's not the one one goes. MCU, anime. Is this the one I'm looking for? Looks like it is. Okay. I'm currently setting up the tier list. There you go. Got the tier list set up. And that's large enough. There we go. Got ourselves the tier list of all BT6 tier 5 towers. I do not. Or this list, I believe, might also have Paragons on it. I didn't check, but we'll just ignore them if they are there. It also might have heroes. Again, same thing. Send money one way, and then I'll send money to TrueDevinGaming next. What Paragon should we go for, by the way? Oh yeah, I cannot place down any ninjas, so it'll be just you two placing down ninjas. Okay, I guess time to start going through these towers, which I'm going to say is first and foremost, I'm doing these ranking for the tier 5 towers here, with no thought of chimps. Because fuck that. I do not care about whether or not they're amazing at chimps or not. It's solely going to be based off of how good are they as a tower for the amount of money, or for the amount of money you use for them. It's solely that. So if it's a tower that earned you a lot of money, it's how good they earn money for the amount of money that they cost. And if it's a tower that is focused on popping, it'll be just how well does it pop for the amount of money it costs. That's my basis off of it. There are a lot of them here. Should we start on the low end or the high end? We'll just go random. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna start off with an A tier. Bottom path, Wizard Monkey, the Prince of Darkness. Price wise, cheap. How good is it as a tower? Very good. But it does have its issues. First and foremost, its main popping power comes from resurrected balloons. If you don't have another tower able to pop the balloons out in that round, you can't use any resurrected balloons. And therefore, this tower completely fucking fails on round 80 if it's by itself. Around 40 by itself, it has issues. I think it might actually fail there. Round 60 by itself, it needs to be supported by other towers. That's the reason why it's not S tier. But it is A tier because it is honestly very cheap for the popping power it provides. Let's grab a much lower one. Next one I'd have up here. We're going to be doing Middle Pass Dart Monkey. Far too expensive for its popping power, in my eyes. It is not even a consistent popping power because it's ability base. And also, when you get the good ability base one, you can't even use that ability against a certain boss, the Gravelord Lych. It has many negatives with it. For you to utilize it in its most powerful form requires you to take up a huge amount of space on the screen as well, with a bunch of extra Dart Monkeys. It's very much not worth it. And my all I see it as at this point for this tower is an obstacle for getting to the Dart Paragon. That's what I think of when I think of the Middle Pass Dart Monkey. I'm tempted to drop it down to F, but it does have some decent popping power, but just not for the cost. It really isn't. But let's get the other Dart Monkeys out of the way. Crossbow Master. Checking its costs. 21,500. Honestly, S tier. It is extremely cheap. Has very good popping power for its price. Has camo detection. Oh, it can pop any type of blue. Camo LEDs doesn't matter. And fucking huge range. Fast attack speed. It's just an all-around good a good tier 5. But all that would put in A tier, honestly, until you can get 2 of these. You can get 2 of these towers, which is why it has to be S tier. And now where's Ultra Jug? Next one, Ultra Jug. 15,000 is the cost. What to say on this? This one is honestly between B tier or A tier. Its popping power is not that good, but its cost is extremely cheap. It's cheap to the point that it's possible to get it before round 50 without really farming intensely, which is not normal. It's not known to be able to get tier 5 before round 50 without actively farming. So that is a very big plus for it. But it has its negatives. It shoots in a straight line, so it's very effective on straight lines. But you just can't use it to its maximum without obstacles. If you're on a map with obstacles, jumps up to... Actually, it jumps up to S tier on a map with obstacles, but then on a map that has curved roads, or a curved track, and that you can't do straight lines on, and with no obstacles, it fails. So it's a situational one. A situational definitely seems like a B tier to me. So we got all the Dark Monkeys, so might as well get the Wizard as well. Phoenix, I'm not leaving that in F tier. And Gandalf. First off, Archmage. 32,000, but the tier 4 costing 10,000 does make it harder to reach to that point. So it's in total, it's a decently expensive one. But its expense is about the same level as this expensive Dart Monkey. But its popping power is way fucking higher. It also just all of a sudden gains the abilities of the bottom path and middle path automatically without you having to buy the upgrades. It is really good. And Phoenix. The price compared to the power is a bit high. I think the Phoenix is a bit too expensive for its power. Once you get the Phoenix, it's really good. But before it's okay. Are we getting a Paragon or not? Assuming around 79 we'll get the Ninja Paragon. That's my guess. I think I'd leave these in these tiers. Let's see. Alchemist. Let's go with you next. Let's grab the 3 Alchemists. We have bottom path, middle path, and where's top path? There you are. We have 3 Alchemists. I'll give the top path Alchemist top path Alchemist is honestly inconvenient sometimes. It is extremely good, extremely important to have, extremely powerful. But it's tedious to go ahead and use it to its full potential. So I can't have it at S tier because of the tediousness for it. That's for sure. To use it to its full potential, you need to go ahead and have a helicopter. Keep on moving it back and forth so it can get everything buffed. Nah. Okay, are you getting the Ninja Paragon now or no? Okay, then. Okay, hopefully we can beat this tier. Then please get down the Buccaneer so we can at least have a Paragon for this tier. It does look like we need a Paragon. I did not even realize we had the Dark Paragon. When did that happen? Something. I feel like something happened that I'm not really noticing. What did some say? I got Dark Paragon to deal with the tier 3 and then get Ninja tier 4. But yeah, it would seem it was not a good idea to upgrade that one to the Paragon. It was not. It was not in the right one. Of the ones in this spot over here would have been better one, and then definitely using all the extra money Deadwood Gamer had would have worked better. So that ninja is way weaker and in worse position than it should be. Honestly, both these two are weaker than they should be. Because I don't have a primary tower restriction, so I should have been able to get down 4 Dark Peg or Tier 5 Dark Monkeys as well. So this one would have been stronger as well. We just. Neither of those are. Uh, Neither of those ended up well. I'll just say it like that. Do we want to get those Paragons over again? Like, sell them and buy. Or set them up again? Or do we want to just leave them? It was a communication issue, I do know that. We needed to get down a Paragon for that, or a tier, and it wasn't looking like anyone was getting it down in time. I do understand why it happened. It was a communication issue with this. Hello, Nico. So, with the 2 Paragons, are we keeping them, or are we gonna sell them and rebuild them? Serious question. Redo them? Okay. I cannot place down any magic towers, so I cannot place down any ninjas. TrueDevinGaming, can you play? And Seem, do you mind selling the 2 Paragons and placing down your tier 5s again? We got one saying keeping, one saying redoing. God. Fuck it. Let's flip a coin. Let's go and flip a coin, and whatever result ends up on, what we'll go with. This is not the one it's counting on. Therefore, since you were the one that responded first, heads or tails for yours? Head for redoing them, tails. Never mind. Wait, we're redoing them. There we go. Please get down the ninjas. God damn, my call. Stream is delayed. Yesterday and today, there's been a lot of stream issues. OBS, restream, OBS again, and now, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, having a stream delay. And see why I went and said this one's a D tier. Because it's just an obstacle for me to buy the fucking Paragon. Okay. So we have 8 dot monkeys down. We can get up to 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 ninjas, which is the max we can get. Did no one place any of the dot monkeys in a spot that can be used? No one. We have 4 up here and an 8 down here. None of them are usable. Someone please sell theirs and place it in the good spots. That's honestly amusing. Well, like, no, I don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. None of us want the dot monkey now spots. Okay. They were getting mind getting one of the pair guns now, so we can just get it out of the way. Okay. We'll see which pair gun do you want to have. This one is. Hello, channel. Airplane? Okay. Getting my aces right now. Are you guys playing balloons? Yep, currently finishing up the Elite boss event for this week. Also, I'm just going to move this. There we go. Are you getting the Ninja Paragon during or before the boss or during it? Okay. Let's see. There we go. You mind getting your Buccaneers so that I can get my Paragon? 192 free Dark Monkeys is absurd. I actually wonder if there's a limit to how many free Dark Monkeys you can get. There has to be a limit, but just what? You can cover the entire screen with tier 4 bottom path villages to keep on getting more and more free ones. But at a certain point, you need some of the space to be traded out for actual popping power. So there must be at some point a trade-off in order to get the most amount of free Dark Monkeys. Between space and popping power. Yep, we're currently doing co-op. Okay, getting the Buccaneer out of the way. Now, last one is the Ace. I'll just be sending money to a seam. Uh, I'll also be selling all these to get more money. How much has... Okay! This village has earned 3 million by itself. 5.4 million. Yeah, this farm doing good. Okay, we do have all the tier 5s already. Why are you wasting money on that? Say the average boss farming method. Yeah, this is still far from what is actually, what do you call it? The most efficient farming method. It's still far away from that. At the end of this round, selling all the farms. Oh, most of the farms. I'm selling these two because really not worth it. Hmm. And now we just wait. I'm just putting all this on. Let's finish this. I've been awake for way too long. I've been awake for now. Let's see, that's 24 plus. Okay, I'm at 34 hours of being awake, so yeah, time to finish this so I can get some sleep. Ah. Also, again, just for being this, there not being any audio for the game. Yeah, I know that. Uh, there's something up with OBS that's just not picking up the audio. I don't know why. Yeah, it looks like we beat it. I don't think I can say we absolutely crushed it, but we definitely beat it. Crushing it would be beating it before it got to the halfway point. At least in my eyes. They also get something to show both YouTube and Twitch chat on stream. I thought of doing that. I remember the last time I had chat on the stream visible, people were complaining about it, saying that they could always just read chat themselves. Yeah, I am up for putting back on, or like having the chat on the stream. Shouldn't be too difficult, actually. Okay, there we go. We beat the Elite Gravelord Lich boss event. I got Monkey Financier for generating the most amount of cash. Wasim got Boss Crusher for dealing the most amount of damage to the boss. And Deadwood Gamer got Endless Power for having the highest degree Paragon. Each of our main popping towers was our Paragons, obviously. Rewards for this boss event: 250 monkey money, 50 trophies, a monkey boost power, a elite Gravelord Lich medal, and a 0-2 for Monkey Ace Insta Monkey. Okay, like I said, literally just a few minutes ago, I've been awake for 34 hours. Time for me to get some sleep. So, to anyone that joined me for today's stream and made it more enjoyable, thank you for joining. To anyone watching, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. To anyone new here, uh, we stream BT6 every weekend, mainly the boss event. We stream other things besides that, but BT6 is on the weekends.